All right, so this is our traveling masseuse. This is the self-myofascial roll SMR, and this is a massage tool. This is breaking up lactic acid that gets super built up after a workout. It helps prevent DOMS, delayed onset muscular soreness. Basically, this is your recovery tool post-workout. My favorite thing. All right, so we're gonna start on the ground. And you're gonna notice in today's practice, we are working the entire kinetic chain. So we're going to start seated. And I want you to put the foam roll right under your calves. So your calves, also known as your gastrocnemius muscle, all right, they can get so tight so quickly, and we want to stretch it out. Sometimes you might even find that just being in this posture with the calves on top of the foam roll is eliciting enough of a stretch response that this is your stretch, and that's a-okay. I want us to focus on kind of turning the toes in slightly, yeah? And if it's available, with the stomach tight, that core, that navel hugging the spine, right, like we've been talking about, I just want you to hinge forward and hold. So we're here. Now, the navel's drawn in, my back is flat. I would like you to try your best to keep that flat spine. And exhale and breathe. That's it. So you might start to feel a little something going on in your calves, even in your hamstrings, right? In yoga, I hope I'm saying this correctly, this is the Hashimoto, where it's like that forward fold with that straight leg, right? So this is a wonderful little stretch here for just a few more seconds. Stay with me. We're going to go into a single leg right now, single leg calf release. We're going to drop one leg to the ground. The other leg goes right to the center of the roll. Now, just want you to kind of move with it for a second. It's extremely weird in the beginning. You're like, what the heck is this? Wherever you feel, and sometimes I kind of manually move the roller, like right here is a trigger point for me. I don't know if you've ever had acupuncture or anything like that. This for sure, this is where all my knots are just in this one area. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna rest there. I want you to find that trigger point wherever that the muscle is really hurting, and that's where we want to hold and release. So I'm leaning into it. I'm leaning into that pain right now because I know it will be released very soon. So we're holding for a little bit of time here. On each of these stretches, we're holding 20 to 30 seconds, right? We want it to be a stretch response. So we can't just do 5 seconds, stop, 5 seconds, stop. 20 to 30 will give you that time to really break up the lactic acid. And we're just holding. That's the way. It is burning. I'm smiling. I want you to know I'm smiling through the pain right now because I am really feeling this in my calf muscle for sure. Now, I am rotating my leg out and then in. I am rotating it out, yeah, and in. Holy cow, this is going straight across, right? Horizontally along that calf, and I am feeling, you almost feel like it's if you're driving in a parking lot and you hit a speed bump, that knot is the speed bump. So every time I'm moving, as the pain is kind of dissipating, there's that speed bump you're gonna feel. And it's slowly starting to release. And that's why we call this the myofascial release. The muscle is actually releasing its own tension. It's kind of cool. Bringing it back and forth, just a little bit more. Friendly reminder to keep that core engaged, keep the core tight. Now, this might be enough. This might be like, wow, guys, I am good here. If not, let's bring that foam roll down a little. Hands behind you. I just want you to lift up. This is work. So holding yourself up with your hands and your arms never easy, right? We're doing a single leg right now. I want you to look forward to the day when we do 2 legs at the same time. Right now, this is perfect. If you notice, we're doing 1 leg. I have my tush off the ground. My arms, my core are engaged. The toes are inward. I am moving the foam roll up and down. It is never, ever, ever going to my knee. Keep that foam roll at least 1.5 inches, 2 inches away from your knee. I want you to be safe. And just keep rolling just a little bit more. It really, I'm telling you, I am in so much pain right now. I am smiling, but it really, it's quite a burn. I definitely took, I think it was a 6-mile run the other day. Didn't stretch, shame on me. And so now I'm paying for it. Here we go. And all the way down. Exhale and breathe. From here, you're turning the toes in. Keep that same leg on. Outside of the leg, you are touching the foam roll. This hurts, but we are strong and we can do this. Be mindful that the leg in rest on the ground isn't migrating out or doing anything. The toes still stay in. You're still on your gravity, on your center of gravity, and hold just a few more seconds. Good. And release. We're gonna go to the other side now. Stay with me. I know this is, I avoid foam rolling. I used to avoid it. Now I love it, but there was a time I just couldn't wrap my head around it. It was so frustrating, but now, you know, more you do it, better we get. Remember, horizontal right under that calf muscle. And I just want you to hold it right here for a moment. Just hold right there. Kind of press down, pressing down against the foam roll. And then turning the toes in. And if you notice, here again, both of the toes, right, turned in. Very important. And then we're gonna rotate out, just like we did on the other side. I'm not feeling this enough, guys, so I need to adjust the foam roll. I want you to listen to your bodies. You're rotating out. And then you're coming all the way back in, yeah? I want it to actually come higher. See that? Out. Ooh, now I'm feeling it for sure. And in. Rotating out. So it's not just the foot moving. Your calf is physically rotating side to side. Yeah? You're physically putting pressure against this foam roll until the fascia, the muscle tissue, relaxes and releases. A few more here. Just a couple more. My abs are still engaged. That core is still strong. And right here, center. Bringing the foam roll into that center mark. Lifting up. Take your time. And we roll back and forward. Oh, heavens above. This side. You know, you think one side's hurting and then the other side, you're like, wow, which side is hurting more? But this is so important. Breaking up this lactic acid will prevent injury. It makes your joints happy. It makes your muscles happy. Your recovery is going to be faster. Your workouts will then be more effective. So when we talk about, you know, getting your heels down in downward dog, this is the recovery that's necessary so you can reach those goals and get there. So keep going. I'm hovered, mind you. The bum is never touching the ground. You know it hurts, and even, you know, you can start to really feel this in the arms too. Keeping the toes in. Just a few more, just a few more. We're almost there. Oh my gosh, and down. That was great. So I just want you to leave the foam roll right there for a moment, and I do want you to do a nice little wrist stretch because that can affect the wrists, okay? Just go out and hold. That's it, kind of pressing against your forehand. Just getting a nice stretch through there. And then opposite way, fingertips. Beautiful. Let's switch sides. Forehand pressing against. I always like to do this, especially with those calves, it's very, very challenging. So I want to make sure that we're safe. We're going right up now to our hamstrings. So we'll be needing our hands a bit to hold us up. So spoiler alert there. Bringing the foam roll right under your hamstring. Yeah? Right underneath the hamstring. Same idea. Toes in, core tight, hands here, and we lift. Let's go for one leg. Whoa, whoa, whoa. This is hurting. I definitely feel this right now. And here again, I want to make it clear that doing one leg at a time for right now is absolutely perfect, absolutely appropriate. I see a lot of videos, you know, we're doing 2 legs and we're going really fast. Slow and steady wins the race, guys. So we all start somewhere, that is for sure. Now, if you notice on this side, maybe I start to rotate the toes out. That's reaching another level in my hamstring muscle. Then I rotate the toes back in and I'm just hanging out on my foam roll. Really feeling though quite a lot of release in the muscle itself. It's challenging, I know it is. Now, I want you to pause, bring the leg flat. The leg on the foam roll is slightly bent. With ease and grace, I don't want you to force anything. Let's try to touch the mat adjacent to our toes so we're framing our leg with our hands. And hold. Are you smiling? Stretching is tough. We're in Stretch City, man, right now, right here, doing it together. Breathe. Coming all the way up, other side. Are you with me? All right. We've been here before. We know what to do. Toes in, hamstrings. Recall, we're not going anywhere near that knee. All the way up. And we go back and forth. The core is tight. If you're not feeling it, if the mat goes weird like that, you just flatten it and you keep going. So toes in. And this is hitting everywhere on this hamstring of mine. We're rotating out slowly. Beautiful, beautiful. Arms are fired as well. I always say, like, you know, people think, oh, it's not a workout, you're stretching. Hello, I'm sweating. My muscles are fired up on my arms in particular right now, even on my standing leg, right? On the quote, quote, resting leg, I'm still feeling a little bit of muscular contraction. And the leg on the foam roll, keep that rotation. Holding, holding. Wherever that adhesion is right there, I feel that knot. And release, excellent. The leg over the foam roll, slightly bent. Leg on the ground, turn those toes in, center of gravity, core tight. Exhale, frame, forward fold. Frame that leg of yours, that beautiful leg that helps you move and accomplish things and do things in life. Breathe. And you can even move your head side to side. Absolutely moving your head side to side. All the way up. Now, I will challenge you. Both legs on the foam roll. This is the finisher. Hands behind you. Maybe a little further. I want you to try. Just try with me. Let's see. Let's have some fun. Let's see, is it available? Can we do it for maybe 2 seconds? Can we do it for maybe, 30 seconds? And let's just try, right? With both legs. We're feeling a little adventurous today. Toes in. Maybe it's something you never thought you could do. That's pretty fantastic. We're doing it together. And keep rolling. Excellent. Rotate out. Ooh, that makes a difference, doesn't it? Yeah, it does. And then I want you to hold wherever that knot is, wherever that pain is, hold I want you to feel it releasing, absolutely releasing. If we need to come down, we come down right here. On our bums, heels down, forward fold, grab your feet. Flat spine, look up. I want you to pull your toes towards your chest, squeezing the back, breathing. You did a great job.